Hi guys, this is Banches, and welcome back to Cities Skylines. So sit back and relax and enjoy this episode. If you guys enjoy this episode, smash that like button, subscribe down below. For all of you guys who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate all the support that you guys are giving, and for everyone who is new, welcome. My name is Banches, and I've been playing a bunch of different games. Currently the game that we are playing, like I said, is Cities Skylines. And we have done an awful lot in the last 15 episodes to really build out this city. So if you guys haven't seen the previous episodes, go ahead and go and watch those episodes. In our previous episode, we went ahead and we started working on building, first of all, the unique buildings, which are definitely some interesting assets to put in. But the major project we did in the last episode was building this quarry. A lot of you guys really liked how this turned out. I still love it, and I think it's a really awesome design, and I think that it's really cool, that this is all just from the DLC pack. All these assets here you guys can get from the Industries DLC, and you could build something pretty similar to this. Mostly the only mods that are really in here are the rock features and some of these props that I've placed along here. But yeah, you guys can really build something very similar to this if you really wanted to. So that is pretty cool, I think. But yeah, that's kind of just a quick overview of what we did in the previous episode. But today's episode is going to be some more building of, I'd say, some infrastructure for our city. We're going back over here towards the airport, but we are not working in the airport today. We are going to be doing a sewage a kind of plant, basically, and also a water treatment facility. And I'm thinking we're going to build that right here next to the airport, just an area where it's kind of useless to put any kind of housing because no one's going to want to live in these areas so close to an airport. But if we put in some water treatments, I really think that would be a cool looking asset, first of all. And I think it would really be cool just to see how it works. I got a bunch of downloaded assets here from just basically the Steam Workshop. And what we're going to be using is specifically, let's see, where are they? We're going to be using these two water treatment plants. And then there are a few buildings that go along with this. So that's basically what we're going to be using for it. And then I think for the water plant, we're going to be using these large pumps, and then this also large water pumping station. And between all those, I think this area here will be built out, and I think it'll look really good overall. So the first thing I want to do is see how the ground looks level-wise. Let's see. It's actually already pretty damn level. Okay, so that was easy enough. Let's go back into here. And we're going to need to connect a road up to this area. So the first thing we should probably do is get that road in. And I think what we're going to do, I'm not going to make it come off from the highway. I'm just going to bring the road from here over and then over to the treatment facility. So I'm going to get this in, and once that's in, I will get back to you guys. Okay guys, so this is how we are going to have the layout for the water treatment plant. It's going to be a shoot off here from the highway that's going to come along here underground, pop up over here, and this will be the basic start of the facility. And to start off the facility, we want to put in one of these like main offices. So let's put this administration lab in here, and then these are okay, so this is another type of facility that we can also put in. So we're going to put that also right here. These will both be like kind of the, first facilities you see when you come in to the plant. Yeah, so actually I'm going to move this. Let's take this. We're going to move this like that. Okay. I like that look better. And this, how does that look? I'm fine with how that looks. That looks good to me. Alright, so this is kind of going to be the beginning layout here of the facility. Let's get some now the water treatment options. This is going to be a fairly quick episode just because of how this is a pretty simple build, I would think. Okay, guys, I am back. We have a little bit of garbage issues here, but this is kind of the way that I've decided to lay it out. We're going to keep extending this. The goal with this is basically we're going to replace all of, what is these? The water treatment plants that we have in the city with all of these and kind of put them all in one centralized location. That's kind of the goal of doing this project. So I definitely think it will turn out well, but let's just keep going here and see how this turns out and comes along. So now let's keep expanding this. We just need to go back to these water treatment plants, and let's just keep planting some of these down. There we go. You're definitely getting there. Let's hook all these up and see what this boosts this up to. I know right now you're like, oh, like you definitely have plenty of sewage. You probably don't need to do this, but I haven't deleted any of the original assets yet. So once I start deleting those, that's gonna go up really high. So let's see here. So that's pretty good. I might put 2 more of these larger blocks in, but let's see. I gotta go over here. I think I have a couple of those. Yeah, I got a couple along here on the water. So let's see how this goes. If I start deleting these, how badly does this drop our sewage treatment ability? Alright, so it is dropping it definitely fairly quickly. What's it at now? Okay. Okay. So the goal is obviously we want this to be the main area. So I think just to make sure that this stays, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep expanding a few more areas over here. So let's get the roads again. Okay, we're going to go down here. And let's cut across like this. And let's get some more of those facilities. So I'm going to go... Okay, so that's not the right placement. Let's delete that. Go back into here, and we just got to move this down a little bit further. Alright, let's see here if this will be a better location for that road. Yep, way better. Alright, and then to finish it off, I'm going to put one of these down here. Okay, that should be pretty good. And let's get the pipes all situated. Okay, so that's kind of more or less situated. And let's see how the total amount here. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a good amount for the sewage use. And I'm probably going to leave the sewage at this amount. What we're just going to have to do now is kind of make this look a little nicer, because personally that looks pretty bland just the way it is. So let's go ahead and start making this look just a tad bit nicer to the eye. So, okay guys, so just kind of fenced around the whole entire facility just to make sure, you know, like no one could get in and no one could do anything to, you know, what we just did. So yeah, it's definitely coming along well. Now the next step is kind of going into here and doing a lot of little detail, whether it's putting some decoration on the ground, putting some plants in, kind of just making it look a little bit nicer to finish this off really. And yeah, just kind of getting it to that final point. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this done, and we'll see how this turns out. Okay, we are almost done with the detail here. We are just now gonna start putting some trees and vegetation around the facility, giving it a little bit more of a, you know, a better feel than what we currently have. We went ahead and put a bunch of details into it. Now just to kind of finish up the rest of the detailing of it and seeing how this all turns out actually. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a interesting episode, I would say. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you guys think of this in the comments below. How you like how the facility came out. What do you think we should have different in the facility? You know, that kind of stuff. I think overall this is pretty decent. But, you know, my viewpoint could be different than what you guys have. So I'd like to, you know, see what you guys think and stuff like that too. So yeah, if you guys could definitely leave a comment below, that'd be really cool. But yeah, just gonna keep going ahead and detailing this up a little bit, see how much this all comes together here in the end. Okay guys, so I am back and I have finished up basically decorating the water treatment facility, and I think it came out pretty well. Just kind of put a bunch of little decoration around it, put all the actual assets in here. They are all working assets, which I think is really cool. It'd be cool if the water actually had moved in it, but it's fine. At least the part in the middle is moving, which I think is pretty cool too. And yeah, I kind of just went ahead and finished up this whole entire area, and I think it turned out really good also. So now the next part, like I said, we had to do is do a water facility for pumping water. So now what I'm thinking for that one is going over to this side, and I'm thinking putting canals in here, and then in those canals we're gonna put the water basins that are basically gonna allow us to suck up all the water. So I think that'd be a good idea. It just looks a little bit better than having all of these, you know, hundreds and hundreds of these little things sticking up all over the place. I like how I have them over here by the city. I think this looks pretty good. Minus this right here, which I don't know why that's doing that, but I can fix that in a minute. But yeah, I do like how this is looking with all the pumps here. So we're gonna make a water basin area over here. And to start with the water basin, let's go to leveling some land, because this is fairly high up, and to get a canal in here is going to be a real pain. So let's go here. We're going to go to a little bigger brush size. Let's go to about here. Let's see what height that is. That should be a good height. Yeah. And we're just going to go into here, start taking away some of this elevated land. And then what we're going to do is go back in there and smooth it all over to prevent it from looking, you know, super modified. Okay, that looks actually really good. That looks like I didn't modify anything. Alright, so I have not used any of these canals yet. So that's definitely one thing that I wanted to use in this episode. So let's see here. We can do a deep canal. Wide and deep canal. That sounds pretty good to me. So let's see here. We're going to need this to come in from here. And this is going to come into, let's just say, about there. Okay, that's not how I wanted it to look. Go back to here. Okay, where are you? Come on, snap in. There we go. So let's go out to about there with it. I think that would be good. And that's going to start filling up this basin here. Let's see. What do we have here? So we have a bunch of walls. Okay. So that's all the water's going to rush into there. Alright, so I like that. Now what we need to do is to the next level of this. And the next level is getting this to all kind of work together. Let's see here. Okay. Now let's see. I'm not sure if that's going to be deep enough. But we will see. So now what I'm trying to do is make a big pool here, and the pool will basically allow the water to come in and collect into this area, which then is going to get sucked up by all the pumps. Okay, so we have now this water basin going in here. I think the next thing we need to do is figure out how we're going to make this all actually flow. I might take out this and put in something different, but for now I'm going to keep that. So let's go with some walls in here. I think that would be good to start with. Okay guys, so this is the basin that we have made here that is going to be used for our water facility basically. Now the next step is basically to go around the outside and take a bunch of the pumps. So whether we use these large industrial pumps, or we use these water pumps, we'll probably use both of them and go around and just see how it ends up working. But yeah, we're going to go around and place a bunch of these and get this up and running in the next couple minutes. Hopefully this turns out pretty well. Okay guys, so I have rerouted the highway, giving us a new roundabout here, and then an exit off the highway here that we can actually then get over here to where our pumping station is going to be. So this is definitely coming along pretty well. The water is working very well. You can see we have available water is maxed out, and we have a bunch of storage tanks all around here to gather water if need be. So now kind of what we are going to be looking at doing is just more or less filling in a lot of these remaining areas here and just making this look a little nicer. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and finish that up right now. Okay guys, and I am back, and this is the final rendition here of the water pumping house slash stations for our city. So overall, we basically have these large pumps that will be pumping the water out of our basin here. You can see the water that's flowing in. It's flowing at a very good rate actually, and yeah, we have a bunch of water tanks surrounding this area, followed by a bunch of other areas where if anything overflows, we can have pumping services go out and clean up all the area. So yeah, and then of course in the front here we have a security gate to prevent people from coming in and out of the facility. But yeah, this is kind of what we have currently for this facility. I think this is probably where we're going to end this episode. So just to wrap up with today's episode, we kind of built this water pump station here, and then on the other side we built a water treatment plant for the rest of our city. And these two facilities are basically going to be what is used for our whole entire city going forward. So if we need any more water, we'll add more pumps in here, and if we need any more treatment for sewage, we will do that on the other side as well. So yeah guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of City Skylines. And if you guys did enjoy this episode, please smash that like button and please subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. And I'd love to hear all your guys' comments, what you guys are thinking about this series, what you'd like to see me build, and also how would you like me to improve on the building techniques that we have here. There's always room for improvements. There's always things that we could change. So please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will respond to what you guys say. So yeah, I think like I said, we're gonna end it here guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys later.